So important. Okay? The technology,
Okay.
mind control technologies, are designed, programmed to mimic your normal cognitive behavior. So most people don't even know they're victims because the system is basically just creating a copycat parallel twin personality, a copycat parallel twin personality of their will, intellect, and emotion. Okay, designed to achieve direct behavioral control over them. It achieves direct behavioral control over them through deception and manipulation. So the victim is never aware. A lot of targeted individuals, like you said, they never even knew they were victims until it was too late and somebody was dead because of this stream of energy that the AI system is using. The ELF waves, the electromagnetic energy, is specifically tuned to their brainwave signature. So it can attack them specifically to manipulate their memory and thought process, to interfere with their normal memory and thought process in a way which they don't recognize, okay? Because it's designed to mimic the because they slowly become dependent upon the system. All these falsified brainwaves, these artificial brainwaves, these impulse injections, okay? It's called EEG heterodyning. The system just builds an encyclopedia of all of your brain waves. And then all it does is just inject those same brain waves back into your mind, into your subconscious at speed of light. And your body responds to those brain waves. So it builds it collects and catalogs all the brain waves that you have, then it stores them. Then as soon as it wants to, it injects those same brain waves back into your mind, and your body responds to that output in the same way to make you believe that those responses are your own. So they begin to fabricate all these subconscious responses of pain and trauma and honesty and dishonesty and anxiety and positive recognition, etc., whatever they're using, to convince you that all of these artificial responses are your own. Okay? And when you're not aware of that constant mental manipulation, the AI system begins to slowly shape your thoughts and behavior. It begins to restrict your normal thoughts and behavior by blocking those or interfering with those that normal memory and thought process with all these artificial brainwaves, so that the mental suggestions that you're having, these artificial brainwaves, these mental suggestions that are being provided by the AI system, interferes with your ability to think normally. And so they slowly begin to shape your thoughts and behavior by shaping your memory and emotion. You understand?
I totally understand. I want everybody on the call to understand. Yeah.
So they're thought triggered attacks. Thought triggered. Basically, the system locks onto your emotional state. Okay, and based upon whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling at that precise moment, it injects whatever previous brainwaves it's already copied back into your subconscious to deceive and manipulate you. So, say for example, you start thinking about a traumatic event in your childhood. The AI system recognizes those brainwaves through remote neural monitoring. Okay, it recognizes those brainwaves of your childhood memory that it previously copied, and then it injects all these impulse injections of despair and remorse and regret, and it starts you out at a very low level, uh, and then it slowly builds up and increases that despair and that regret and that guilt and that remorse. So you have a low urge or basic motivation at baseline levels for love, lust, fear, hate, remorse, regret, guilt, whatever it's using against you. It'll start you out at a lower level, a baseline level, a low urge or motivation. Okay, and then slowly but surely it will build up each time attacking you at a higher level until you go from a low urge of basic motivation at baseline levels for despair, remorse, regret, guilt, fear, anger, lust, whatever, to a strong urge or desire at higher levels. So you have a strong urge or desire at higher levels, it's a high frequency attack. And you have a low urge of basic motivation at baseline levels, that's a low frequency attack. So once you become dependent on all of these impulses, these artificial brain waves, these impulse injections, fabricated or falsified memories and motivational impulses, once you become dependent on that, it's called the system's output, or you at least believe they believe that your responses to it are consistent. That's when they begin to fabricate all these subconscious responses through artificial brain waves to deceive and manipulate you. So if you're not aware that's happening, if you're not aware of that constant mental manipulation, the AI system will begin to shape your thoughts and behavior. How? By reshaping your thoughts and emotions, by restricting your thoughts and behavior, by blocking your normal thoughts and emotions. So that by interfering with your normal memory and thought process, all these artificial brainwaves, all these mental suggestions that are being injected into your mind, you begin to believe all that's real, all that's your own, because it was once a previous memory of yours. Well, it was previously your memory, it was previously your emotion, but it was remotely captured by the computer. Any set of brainwaves can be remotely captured, held, and perpetually replayed in your brain. So each time you have those thoughts, the system will inject those previous brainwaves that it copied. Those are called thought-triggered attacks.
I agree. I agree.